After Noir, a baronet's son, loses his job, his younger sister, Alice, suggests he attend Hero Academy. His friend Emma believes he will succeed since Noir possesses the rare magic skill Great Sage, which reveals the correct answer to any question but causes crippling headaches. Emma reveals a former Great Sage alleviated his headaches by kissing his wives and embarrassingly requests Noir kiss her. Noir finds his headache gone and learns from Great Sage great strength lies in a hidden dungeon. There, Noir finds the famous heroine Olivia bound by death chains. As such, she gifts Noir her skills, Get Creative, Bestow and Editor. However, they requires LP points, which are generated by feeling satisfaction. At the Academy entrance exam, they are told to gather rare materials in groups of 3. Being only a baronet's son, Noir is ignored by most of the nobles and teams with Emma and Lenore Bloodon. Noir returns to the dungeon alone and uses Olivia's skills to defeat a dead Reaper. With the exam over, the Reaper's skull is revealed as an extremely rare material and they set a new Academy record. Noir's father cannot afford the 300,000 gold Academy fee, so Noir must earn it himself. Reluctant to draw more attention by slaying another rare monster, Noir decides to join the Odin Adventurers Guild. The receptionist, Lola, is furious when he claims to have Olivia's skills, since Olivia was a guild member 200 years ago. She wagers him to prove it and is forced to apologize while flashing her panties when he does. For his first quest, Noir collects rare rainbow grasshoppers, using Great Sage to locate them and earning 250,000 gold. Seeing how capable he is, Lola develops a crush on him. Noir and Emma next hunt a big rabbit, a magical 20 feet tall beast. After it proves too strong, Emma becomes depressed and Noir has the inspiration to use Get Creative to improve her skills, but is forced to nibble erotically on her ear in order to generate enough LP, including an accidental panty shot. With the rabbit defeated and enough gold to pay his fees, Noir shares the rabbit meat in a feast with the rest of the guild. Elsewhere, Olivia is annoyed Noir has not visited in a while. On their first day, Noir meets Maria Fiona Albert, a duke's daughter, and with his discerning eye realizes she is cursed to die on her 16th birthday. Noir is ignored by his classmates, since baronet is a title awarded to commoners for service to the kingdom. As such, Maria goes out of her way to treat Noir as an equal. For combat training, ex-adventurer Elna Stongs tries to teach the class a skill to avoid an opponent's strike, promising an erotic prize to anyone who uses it successfully. In the end, Noir is the only one to manage, using Get Creative as a shortcut, and is treated to a full-body dry hump under Elna's buttocks, raising his LP. Maria is overcome by the pain of her curse, which Noir is determined to cure, but is informed by Great Sage a vast amount of LP is required. As he is already low on LP, Noir kisses Emma without thinking and is punished by Elna. Asking Lola's advice, Noir learns about Luna, a cleric known for her healing abilities, but is warned Luna almost never deals with curses for personal reasons. Lola visits Luna, who happens to be her best friend. Meanwhile, Noir visits Olivia and has to grovel after not visiting. To help Maria, Olivia teaches him her skill, Lucky Lecher, which will generate LP through accidental perversion. Luna later meets with them and reveals she has met Maria already but had to refuse to help. With his discerning eye, Noir realizes that lifting curses shortens Luna's own lifespan, and lifting a curse like Maria's would kill her instantly, so he is surprised when she agrees to lift the curse and die. A child is injured and Luna heals him, but suddenly becomes terrified. Examining her skills again, Noir sees she has the useless skill Cowardice, which makes her more of a coward the lower her magic drops. Lola is furious Luna hid her own suffering, but is glad she knows. Noir realizes it would cost less LP to change lifespan and Luna's skill to finances, so that lifting curses costs gold instead of life, but still requires more LP. To generate the LP quickly, Lola takes him to a secret gathering of Harem Pride, a cult of jealous men who rate the attractiveness of each other's girlfriends. The crowd mercilessly criticizes the girlfriend's physical attractiveness. Emma, Lola, and Luna all pose as Noir's harem and win over the crowd by acting out romantic scenarios with Noir, raising his LP from winning the prize money, and enjoying the attention of all 3 girls at once. They rush to Maria's home where they explain to Maria's parents the reason Luna could not cure Maria before and what they have done to let her lift the curse without risk. Overhearing everything Noir did for her, and realizing that he used most of his LP, Maria kisses him. Luna manages to lift the curse with less than a minute to spare. Maria swears to spend the rest of her life repaying her debt to Noir, making the girls even more jealous as they realize Maria has a crush on Noir. The situation for Noir becomes downright dangerous when Luna admits she also has fallen for Noir. Afterwards, he visits Olivia to pass on the good news and is surprised when Olivia demands a kiss as well. However, he can only bring himself to kiss her on the forehead. Maria's father generously pays everyone 1 million gold, which Noir plans to save for his future. Noir then decides to open a shop selling rare monster materials, with his mother, father and sister as employees. Heading to the dungeon to begin harvesting monster materials, Noir learns some more useful skills from Olivia. Making it to level 5, Noir comes across a pitch-black lion and attempts to flee, only for the lion to speak. The lion, Tigerson, explains he was friends with an elf adventurer, Vachel, and they explored the dungeon together, but Vachel insisted on exploring level 6 alone and disappeared 350 years ago. However, Tigerson hopes Vachel might still be alive. On level 6, Noir discovers Vachel is a zombie and uses Get Creative to turn him back. Overwhelmed by Tigerson's loyalty, Vachel thanks him but decides to return home, hoping to find his beloved. As magical creatures are forbidden there, Vachel and Tigerson are forced to say goodbye, so Noir offers to be Tigerson's new friend and let him live at his family home. Tigerson is eagerly welcomed by Noir's family, who offer to employ him as security for their new shop. Maria begins hugging Noir in public. Their first exam is announced where they must collect specific monster materials, or else attend summer school. Noir and Emma ask Lola for help, only to find her in a fight with Sarah, another receptionist who has been stealing Lola's clients, thus lowering Lola's performance evaluation. As there is no proof Sarah broke any rules, Lola challenges her to a competition where if she scores higher on their next evaluation, Sarah never steals another client, but if she loses, Sarah takes Noir as a client. Noir is terrified as he uses Discerning Eye to reveal that Sarah's skills are sadistically erotic. Noir, Emma and Luna begin completing as many jobs as possible, raising Lola's evaluation. However, after passing their exam, they find it is still not enough to beat Sarah, whose adventurers are driving themselves beyond exhaustion in hopes she will reward them. Asking Olivia for help, Noir is advised to defeat the dungeon's 7th floor for its treasures, and is given several more of her skills. Reaching floor 7, Noir finds himself in an underground forest where an elf girl watches him from the trees. The girl, Dory the Dryad, asks for Noir's help, explaining dryads are tree spirits, and a monster is attacking her tree, draining her magic and slowly killing her. She promises to show him 2 treasure chests, and the entrance to level 8 if he helps her. Noir discovers a gold bee monster that is so powerful its sting will be instantly fatal, but he decides to help. Grateful, Dory heals a small wound on his lip by kissing and licking it, raising his LP considerably. He returns to Olivia, who advises against risking his life for a stranger, but is eventually convinced and tells him how to win. Using Get Creative, he convinces a nearby pack of silver wolves to attack the bee. The pack is killed, but the bee is weakened enough that Noir kills it easily. After promising to visit Dory frequently, Noir finds 2 rare items in the chests, one he gives to Emma to strengthen her wind magic and the other to Lola to increase her evaluation. In the end, Lola wins the evaluation. While Sarah is forbidden from stealing anyone else's clients for life, she still attempts to seduce Noir. Emma invites Noir to a party for nobles. Meanwhile, as a baronet, Noir's father is unfairly prohibited from renting a space for Noir's shop. At the party, the Earl announces the notorious phantom thief has threatened to steal his jewel, the mermaid's tear, so he has hired the Lamu Guild as security. Emma is approached by Mike Kentel, a noble, who challenges Noir to see who the better dancer is. Noir uses LP to gain dancing skills and is declared victor. The phantom thief then arrives, steals the tear, and kidnaps Emma. Layla Overlock, from Lamu, chases her with Noir. The phantom thief summons a phoenix, which Layla defeats while Noir defeats the phantom thief. Suddenly, they are pinned by her partner, Tom Bertholda, who declares he will marry Emma. A furious Noir declares Emma is precious to him. Emma awakens and they defeat Tom together. Afterwards, Emma is worried that Noir might think she is now dirty, but he reassures her with a kiss. Despite being from rival guilds, Layla agrees she and Noir can be friends. As thanks, the Earl helps Noir open his shop and gets him a massive discount on the rent. Layla transfers into the academy. Elna then announces a hot spring training camp. During the trip, she informs them they must defend themselves from monsters without her help. Noir almost falls into a trap and is told by a friendly pixie bandits are responsible. The pixie tells them of a shortcut to the hot spring, but Noir is suspicious and discerns the pixie has an ability to control monsters. After they defeat her lizardmen army, Noir captures the pixie. At the hot spring, the girls bathe first and the boys hatch a plan to peek at them. Noir refuses to participate and flees, running into Elna, who helps him. One of the boys, H-Jorth, reveals he has been abusing strength potions for this very moment. To protect Emma, Noir creates the skill Powerless and gives it to H-Jorth, defeating him. However, he has to use more LP to stop another boy. In the end, it turns out the girls have not bathed yet. Noir passes out from low LP, so Elna rewards him by letting him bathe bathe with the girls, albeit blindfolded. Knowing his LP is low, both Emma and Elna massage him with their breasts. Noir opens his shop, Stardian Rarities. In gratitude, Noir tells Olivia he will free her from the death chains. Great Sage informs him a solution is on the dungeon's 15th floor. Noir takes Emma with him to floor 14 where they defeat an army of rude goblins. On floor 15, they find a clone of Olivia, the death chain's true form, which possesses Olivia's abilities, and they are forced to flee. They ask Olivia if she has any weaknesses the clone might also have. Olivia initially refuses to tell them because Emma has bigger breasts than her. However, when Noir insists he has to free her for everything she has done for him, she admits she once almost lost a fight but never knew why. After investigating, Noir finds a story of Olivia battling a cleric called Litorine, who possessed the rare skill sacrifice that temporarily boosts abilities by sacrificing already learned skills. Noir spends 10 LP to create sacrifice just as the clone confronts him, having escaped the dungeon to continue their unfinished duel. Noir activates sacrifice only to realize the clone also possesses Get Creative, and she paralyzes him with a superior clone of his own sword. Olivia reminisces about an event from 200 years ago where a young man died because she did not properly tutor him. Noir meanwhile is still in battle against Olivia's clone when Emma, Lola, Luna and Layla show up. While the girls' combined attack successfully manage to break her sword, they are suddenly struck with a fever bestowed on them by the clone. She also bestows Noir with the sluggish status and edits his stone bullet skill. Realizing the clone is much more creative than he is, Noir sacrifices all of his remaining skills except for Get Creative, Editor, Bestow, and Sacrifice to give himself the boost needed to continue fighting. In retaliation, the clone attacks Noir with a fire dragon, but Noir cuts through it, igniting his sword, and he strikes the final blow at the clone. The girls then replenish his LP after they recover. Noir visits the dungeon where Olivia thanks and embraces him for his effort. In the end, Olivia informs Noir that since the death chains are gone, he is now able to continue exploring the remaining floors of the dungeon.